up. You already know. This is Peach. And today, I'm live to make sure y'all know about my sale that I'm having on my website, peachmcintyre.com. I hope I made this public. I think I did. I hope I did. I think I did. I hope I did. Yep, I did. The most wonderful. I hate that they got the music on here though. Earn. How y'all doing? Double tap the live. Excuse me, my kids are good. Thank you. Hey, what's up? What's up? It says only 2 people watching me right now and 17 likes. Oh, there we go. Make it make sense. Hey, y'all, all 315 of y'all. How y'all doing? What's up? What's up? What's up? Double tap the live. Go like the link. I think that's how we do it. Yes. I have not had my babies yet. I don't know where y'all got that from. I have not made any posts. I'm in labor that I had. Babe, I'm still very much pregnant, guys. Thank you. You want to see me get my hair done? Send me the money to pay for it. Send me $1,000 right now. I need $1,000 right now. What's up, Ebony? Welcome to the Peach Patch Live. How are the contractions? I'm still having contractions, but they're not as close together as they were previous. I never took your class, but love to one day. I have a $7 class you guys can buy. It's a recording of a live class I taught. It's under the December button on my website, peachmcintyre.com. Y'all always be listening to little gossip pages about me, and they be so wrong. Then y'all come back and be like, oh, you're a liar. You said, I never said I was in labor. Thank you. Thank you. Nope. I never said that. Stop assuming. What they teach you? They should have taught you that in high school. When you assume, you make an ass out of you, not me. Assume. Thank you. Is my husband still cheating? I don't know. That's why it's called cheating. I ain't supposed to know, right? Thank you. Nope, no babies yet. Thank you. I appreciate you. I feel good. Thank you. I appreciate it, Miss Terry. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, yes. You are strong. I wish that you could show these women how to treat yourself and your beautiful family through better or worse. I don't know. No, you can't talk to me via phone unless you was like coming to a class. I teach live and it was pertaining to what I'm teaching. Other than that, no. Thank you. Shop my website, peachmcintyre.com. My bundle is $7. I teach you how to edit from your smartphone, do your YouTube thumbnails, do TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube as a content creator. Thank you. You can watch that recording. That's so weird. You can watch that recording all the way until January 11th, 2025. Any one-on-ones, not at the moment. Maybe in January. Thank you. I know. You look like you're pain. Well, damn. I thought I looked good today. I thought my skin was glowing. I thought the skin was tea. I thought the energy was divine. God damn. What kind of pain showing? Can I view your channel? No. Thank you. You had pain. Well, I'm not in pain today. So let me say this clearly. I'm not in pain today. My heart isn't broken today. I don't feel like giving up today. I'm very driven today to get as many sales as possible on my website, peachmcintyre.com. I'm center focused today. There is no pain today. Not saying that there won't be other days. That's a part of life. But hopefully you don't stay in a funk forever. Hopefully if your heart is broken one day, you don't stay like that forever. I mean, I know some of you guys are bitter for what happened back in 1989, but I'm not, okay? Thank you. Thank you, I appreciate it. I got a super chat. Shout out to Love My Kids. She say, I have 5 grown, amazing Adults, my daughter just had a baby number 6. You are glowing. Keep grinding, sweetie. Thank you, love my kids. I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, that's weird. Y'all so funny. I think they mean labor pains. Oh, okay. Even with labor pains, I don't think labor is painful. So the way I view giving birth is one contraction at a time, just like eating one elephant at a time. Instead of making a big deal out of something, you do it bit by bit. Thank you. What's my favorite thing to eat? I don't know. Everybody go ahead and like my super chat right there. We got 5 more seconds. Just like it. Go like that. Do I need to like it? Oh, I gotta like it in 5 seconds. Okay. Baby, I ain't know what YouTube had going on. They trying to be so much like TikTok. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Alexa. Is the baby's room ready yet? No. My babies ain't gonna have no room. My kids gonna sleep with me like they normally do. Thank you. I don't know. Whatever God intends for to happen will happen. Shop my website, peachmcintyre.com. This is my first time coming live on YouTube in a long time. I haven't been over here in quite some time. Can I school you about credit? No, but you could buy my do-it-yourself credit repair kit for $5. peachmcintyre.com. $5. peachmcintyre.com, just like my name. Just add .com. Thank you. Thank you. Will you have a live baby shower? No, I'm not accepting gifts from anybody. I don't want any gifts, but I appreciate all the offers. Thank you. No virtual baby shower. Nope. I don't think labor is. Thank you. Do you charge for personal phone calls? I would, but at the moment I'm not having any personal phone calls. Thank you. Thank you. No, I'm not nervous. Thank you. Love my kids. I appreciate it. Y'all are so funny in these comments. Like, I'm reading them. It's just like, y'all are hilarious. Thank you. Y'all are so funny, man. I appreciate y'all. Yeah. Anywho. Yes. So we never do too much for Christmas. Anyways, it's really nothing to buy my kids. Like, Gregory want a microphone and a camera. McINTYRE said he just want his video game back because I took his PS5 for the whole school year. It's in the garage. Gorgeous is probably the only child that won't gifts. Amazing want a Power Wheel, a blue one. Other than that, it's like, it's nothing. Thank you. Oh, you go get it. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm not home. I'm in the clubhouse where I live. No, I'm not doing any more mentorships at the moment. Can I do Bible study with you one day? Of course not. I don't fuck with the Bible study stuff. I don't fuck with church folk. Y'all on here being weird. Why are y'all being weird? Shop my website, peachmcintyre.com, though. My other phone on the charger. I'm gonna be live all day. So guys, I'm having a $7 sale. I'm not teaching live for the rest of the month. Christmas break coming up. So for those of you who want to buy my class, you can get it for $7. You'll learn how to edit from your smartphone, make your YouTube thumbnails, do YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. I even cover YouTube shopping, TikTok shopping, Facebook performance. I cover all of that in that class. Go to my website, peachmcintyre.com, to purchase. Excuse me, I cannot see what's going on as far as my website, and I hate that because I like to get some well-deserved rest. Thank you, love my kids. I like to see like where my sales are coming from, but I can't look right now. Do you foresee doing classes again in 2025? Yes, I am. I wouldn't buy nothing from her when she talked about that child and the good Lord. Y'all messing with the devil. Oh, Miss Debbie, guess what? People already buying it. People already buying it. God is such a good God. All right. Thank you. Peaches, you just promoting per usual. Thank you. Y'all so funny. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yep. Yep. Y'all so funny in these comments. I'm not going to indulge. Thank you. I'm good. I'm getting hungry now. I think I want a checker burger with some bacon on it, and that's so weird because like who the hell want to eat checkers? Like who have a random checkers craving? That's weirdo behavior. And checkers is so far. It's probably like 30 minutes from my house, and I'm about to go to checkers today. Just came to say hello. Have a great day. Thank you. Do I have a name for my babies? No, but we're gonna start doing like baby name ideas on TikTok. Well, I'm gonna put it everywhere, but that's where we're gonna go do them from. You excited for the babies? I am too. Thank you. Peaches, we gambling today. I gambled last night and fucking lost like this. I've been losing so much money at the casino lately. I'm not proud of it. I told my husband, I said, I gotta stop. I can't gamble for the rest of this month. I gotta stop because I done lost too much money. And last night I lost like this. So my gambling getting bad, y'all. No baby shower. Thank you. Thank you. My husband has no desire in choosing baby names. He leave that up to me. Can we do a virtual baby shower? No, thanks. So once again, guys, I don't want gifts from anybody. No, thank you. I'm gonna do everything myself. I appreciate the positive vibes. Yeah, it's a no. Thank you. My lips actually peeling today, so I'm like not loving them. My bottom lip. Girl, I've been gambling on Prize Pick, and I had to lay off for a couple weeks. Yeah, gambling is dangerous. We was just talking about this earlier on TikTok. Like, gambling is so dangerous. One minute you could be up, next minute you could lose it all. So I always tell people, if you don't gamble, stay away. Don't do it. Just because you see us post these winnings, baby, it's days where we lose so bad. Like, I'm going to edit my gambling videos. I told Wood I don't even want to post them. I lost so bad. But he was like, post it. You probably make your money back. But when I tell you I ain't had no self-control yesterday, I lost $1,000 in like 35 minutes. It's like, what the fuck are you doing, ma'am? So I'm not happy about that. Can we help name the babies, do a poll? I'm not going to pick any name y'all give me. But we going to make videos for content purposes. I'm going to do some baby name videos, but I'm going to be honest with y'all. I most likely will purposely not pick any names you guys suggest. I will, even if it was a name I was thinking, just because you suggested it, I would be like, I'm not picking that shit. I'm just being honest. I know myself. My dad gambled all my life until about 5 years ago. He got saved and went to church. He used to gamble my school tuition for private school. I could believe it. I've done some things. I've ruined my life multiple times through gambling. So I know the ugly sides. I know about losing self-control. That's why I'm at work today. I gambled. I lost too much money, bitch. Let's work. I told my, I gotta work. Baby, I gotta work all day. I'm not going home until 11. I'm not going home till I reach my goal. I gotta work. Put the names that you like in the hat and have us guess. I'm not doing that. I'm literally gonna make videos and be like, here's some baby names I'm thinking of. Bloop, 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 bloop. Y'all got any suggestions? And then people gonna give me some suggestions. And I'm gonna do another video. I'm gonna say, here's some baby names that were suggested that I absolutely hate, but you might like them. Doop, 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 doop. That's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be for content purposes only. As far as me picking a name that y'all choose, hell no, I name all my kids myself. I feel as though being a YouTuber and watching the numbers turn you into a gambler. Nope. For me, I've been gambling since I was 18, so this isn't nothing new. And if we think outside of that, I've probably been gambling longer than that. Like, I've always bet on stuff, even outside of the casino. And real, I bet you this, I bet you that, I bet you, you know. Also, as somebody who has a lot of childhood trauma, feeling like I wasn't loved, that gambling shows up in your trauma. If you look up like the books, even with gambling addictions, if you have narcissistic parents, you grow up feeling like the scapegoat and you're not loved, typically you turn to gambling because we start to associate money with love. Like, kind of like, oh, you trying to buy love kind of thing. It's like you always gonna have the money because that's how you get the love kind of thing. They go together. And then with gambling, our egos play a big role in gambling, and I got a big one. Oh, my ego's so big. It's so big. That's how I get whooped every time, that ego. But that's why I like poker. I haven't played poker in a while. I probably should go play it. But I like poker because anytime I start feeling like the biggest boss at the table and I'm better than everybody and I got this, somebody come through and they whoop my ass and remind me, like, stay on your toes, ho. You ain't gonna never, ever in this life be okay from prey, bitch. I mean, as a prey. Like, somebody always praying on you. So I love poker. Poker is my favorite game mentally. Like, to sit up there and watch how other people move. Who's more safe? Who's more calculative? Who do you have to like really worry about? That person, you and that person can be sitting here chit-chatting as friends, and as soon as they got the opportunity to get you, you're got. And I think poker, like, it just teaches you great life lessons. Versus somebody like me, I come in and I show my whole hand. Like, if I say I ain't got nothing, I ain't got nothing. I'm not gonna be deceitful. If I say I don't know how to play, I really don't know how to play. I'm just having fun. Like, I'm very, whatchamacallit, but once you beat me, I gotta get you back. So I like poker. If you've never played poker, I'm gonna say go play. Go play some poker, even if it's for fun, and watch how the table move. Especially like, poker is a male-dominated thing. It's a white male-dominated sport, if we want to call it a sport or a hobby. And then outside of it being white-dominated, it's a male-dominated. And then after we see like the white, Hispanic, Asian, Black, Indian males, we see women that are white. There's not a lot of Black women that play poker. And the ones that do, very dangerous. Very dangerous. Silent, look like nerds. They be having on their glasses, silent, look like nerds. Don't play with them. Sharp. So I think for me, and I think most poker players are that way as well, you're playing for money, but it's more of that competitive edge, and that it's just, it's a whole different ball game. I love poker. Thank you. I love poker. I just don't gamble. I know where it's going to lead me. Gambling is dangerous. Thank you. Peachy remind me of my sister. She just won $24,000 at the casino. I swear she's going to hit a big one day. I hope you do too. Thank you. And that's the crazy part, is the fact that we don't think 24,000 is big. $24,000 is a lot of money. But this is the thing. I feel like me winning $10,000 at once at the casino was the worst thing that ever happened to me. It's kind of like how they say with a crackhead. Like, after they hit that first pipe, smoke that first little crack rock, they chasing that high forever. That's how my first 10,000 felt. Like, it felt so good, and that's all I wanted again, right? And then it start being your norm. You start hitting 10,000, 10,000, 10,000 like it's nothing. 15,000, 20,000 like it's nothing. That excitement and that gratefulness leaves your body. Then when you start winning, you might go in a casino and in 2 minutes win $300, and you like, bitch, that ain't no money. I want to win 10,000. Next thing you know, you done lost 10,000 trying to win 10,000. Like, it get crazy. So I think for me, winning big took that gratefulness away from me, versus back when gambling was just fun before it got too out of control. But my income wasn't that high either, so that's probably another reason. But for me, it was like, I just started wanting more. I call it gambler's greed, and that's how we lose every time. Even my losses yesterday, like, I was playing quick hits at $25 a spin. I'm gonna post the video. $25 a spin. Ooh, excuse me, guys. But I kept winning like an extra $145, an extra $130. It was like, that ain't no fucking money. I'm betting 25. I want to win 27,000. If I could just win 100 and something. Next thing I know, bitch, I done lost 600 on this one machine. So it's like, gambling makes you that way. You always want the bigger things, you know? It's called and addictive nature. Okay, have you played roulette? Do you like it? I used to like roulette last year when it came out. I literally used to win like $15,000 every day. And then I lost 50 grand in one day. Then I lost the money I won plus like an extra 30,000 in one day. So for me, roulette scares me now. What I used to do, I used to literally make me a little sheet, right? Because in roulette, you got 38 different possibilities when it comes to the numbers, right? So if the numbers are 1, 2, 3, there are 3 rows. The next one, 4, 5, 6. I start writing down like a whole strategy, and that bitch was working too, because I like math. I start writing down little strategies like this, and I had came up with a way to play where every time I play, I win. Right? I might not hit big, but once in a while I'm gonna hit super big, but I'm never gonna go broke. My bankroll never gonna go to zero. And them people started spinning the ball super fast on me, so I couldn't play the strategy that I wrote down, and I lost. And it just was being so nasty, and I said, oh no. So roulette scares me. My favorite game to play right now is craps, but craps can be dangerous too. You don't never know who's gonna roll a 7. Roulette don't be messing with me. I need to come up with a strategy. Cause look, if you think about it, right? So roulette paid 35 to 1. So off of $5, it's gonna pay you 35 times that, right? So 5 times 5 is 25, carry the 2, 5 times 3 is 15, 16, 17. So off one $5, you're gonna win $175. Now it's 38 numbers on this board because we got the double O's plus 0. Double O plus 0, and then 1 through 36. So you got 38 numbers on this board. $5 in Tampa is the minimum, right? So if I put $5 on all 38 numbers, 8 and 5 is 40, carry the 4, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That's $190 to play all numbers, right? No matter what number come, I'm gonna win $175. The only time I'm gonna leave broke is if I don't have enough. I don't have 190 to play everything. So what I would do is what's up, bro, gambler slots? I would take $500 and I'm gonna play all 38 numbers, but I'm gonna press big on the number I think gonna come. So instead of me just winning 175, I'm probably gonna be winning 3,000, 2,000 off that one hand. So now my bankroll is up. And then if I could start finding a pattern, oh my goodness, we in there like swimwear. But what them motherfuckers started doing was spinning the ball quick. So if they hurry up and spin the ball before I could put out my money on every number, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna start losing money because I'm not playing every number. So my probability is gonna go down and stuff like that. Now I don't have enough to cover the numbers. Now the numbers that's coming are only the numbers that I'm not playing. Because you gotta remember, it's kind of rigged, you know? So for me, it's too scary. When I went to Vegas, I played penny slots and won 400. I thought I was balling. So Miss Melanie, back in the day, like 4 years ago, 400, I'd be like, oh my God, that's so much money. These days, $400, I don't think it's nothing. And I be trying to get out of that mindset. My husband talked to me all the time about that. He be like, Peaches, you making more than people make on a job. Like, I can go in the casino, I could win $3,000 in maybe 30 minutes and be like, not happy about it. Like, bitch, I ain't no fucking money. And it's like, my husband like, Peaches, people got to work 2-3 weeks at a job to make that. Like, just get up, leave with the money, man, just leave. You know, so that part be challenging for me. And I'm trying to change the way I think about that. Peach Knowledge is taking her places. Subscribers can learn a lot from her on YouTube, Facebook, and her other social medias. God bless Peach and family. Thank you. Shit, I'll take it. Exactly. But Deja, like I said, the curse is once we start to win really big, we don't be satisfied. You don't feel satisfied. I'm not lying. You literally can go watch Gamble with Peach and I literally talk about this. You might see me win $500 in 3 minutes. And I be trying to tell myself, like, that's enough. Just get up. Just get up. And it's like, it don't feel like enough. And that's how they beat us. It's not that we don't win at the casino. I win all the time. It's that when I win, I play it back because I want more money. Gamblers' greed. You could see a bitch that done won $30,000 and won't go home. They feel like you start to feel invincible. It's an ego thing. They play with your mind. So I don't want $30,000. Now I feel like, oh, I'm on top of the world. I got enough money to take them. These people is billionaires. These bitches gave out $2 billion in jackpots this year. You think your $30,000 is enough to break down, baby? They're going to break you down. You know, so it's like, That's what happens. Typically, it's our egos. It's like, you might have came in, oh, if I could just make $5,000 today, man, today'll be a good day. And then you end up making $30,000. Now you feel like, oh, I got $30,000. Man, fuck that. I'm leaving with 100K out this motherfucker. And it's like, girl, you only wanted 5,000. Your mind, and that's how your mind is literally working, and you feeling invincible. Now you're doing shit that you wouldn't normally do. Common sense is gone out the window. Baby, it get ugly. It gets so ugly. It gets so ugly. Next thing you know, you down to nothing. You down to maybe like $200, and you like, God, damn, if I could just get the $5,000 I want to win back, I leave. Now you lying to God. Now God give you the 5,000. He's so kind. He gonna give you $5,526. So now you got $5,526. You ain't losing none of your money now. You was just down to $200. Now you got $5,556. And instead of you leaving, you like, man, fuck that. I got my 5. They're gonna get the whole 30. Next thing you know, you in the car crying with nothing but pocket lint. So I done been there. When I say I live this life, and I always tell people, if you don't currently gamble, don't go. All this shit we do is a sin, wildflower. I ain't met a bitch walking this earth that's perfect yet. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. Gambling is one of my vices. I don't give a fuck about that being a sin. I quit when I'm ready to quit. It's no difference. You sleeping with that lady husband, a bitch sleeping with mine. Y'all don't care. People do what they want to do. But it gets dangerous. So I just always like to forewarn people, like, make sure you pay your bills first. Make sure you don't go into your retirement. If it ever get too crazy, it's okay to let your ego go and take a break. That way you don't lose your whole family behind this thing. It's a different monster, man. It's a different monster. Cause it don't feel that bad when you win, right? If I win, I could take everybody to Disney World. I could buy new cars. We can all go out to eat. I could spread the wealth. I say gamblers are emotionally abusive, and I had to learn to check myself about this, and I have to say fully conscious. Like a lot of people who grow up with parents that are gamblers and things of that nature, I'm sure they experience a lot of emotional abuse and partners, because when we win, we on top of the world. We're so generous. We're so happy, we're so kind, but when we lose, we don't want to come home. That shame that I shoulda, I coulda, blah, blah, blah. You don't want to come home. So it's emotional abuse. So you kind of got to check it. You got to like, no matter what, I'm going home. I'm just going to own this. I'm just going to face it, you know, versus like, damn, I can't go home. I can't show my face. I just lost, blah, blah, blah. You know, how dare I? Like, oh my God, and you feeling like shit already. Now you're making it worse. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all be so bored. That's deeper than I thought. Yeah, so that's one thing I had to learn, and I appreciate that about my husband, is that he don't mind. Like when I do lose crazy and I don't want to come home because I just lost, and he's like, it's okay, let it go. Like, it's okay. You know, come home. It's okay. That's the kind of feeling you have. Money will never satisfy because you'll always want more, and it's never enough. I agree, Liz. It's just another kind of getting high, the same as drugs, alcohol, eating, all the same, different name. I can agree. Thank you. I appreciate it. Pick a new trade instead of burning money. I mean, for me as a gambler, anything I do, it's going to be a little bit more challenging. Like, even in Gamblers Anonymous, they teach us not to buy stocks. You got to remember, most gamblers like me, we math people. We do math all day. We think about probabilities and things of that nature. So if I was to even start trading stocks, it'll be the same kind of thing. Like, oh, I'm finna da-da-da. Next thing you know, people lose it all in the stock market. You do know that, right? Same kind of risk. Same risk. When did you begin gambling? When did you realize it was a problem? I started gambling at 18, like in actual casinos. But I realized it was an issue about 2 years ago. It started like really getting the best of me. But as my daddy would always say, hindsight is 20/20. When I really think about it, gambling been a problem for me. Because it's like, it's been many times where I couldn't afford to gamble because I ain't had that much money, and I still went with my last, you know, and I got lucky, you know. Thank you. Shop my website, peachmcintyre.com. I have a gambling habit. I know it, but I know to pay my bills first. I used to be like that, and it's going to come a time where you might not pay your bills. You know, things like that happen. It gets crazy, but I hope it don't do that for you, broke gambler stocks. Keep paying your bills on time and stay focused. Yep. You would make a killing in a stock option calls. I see. I did drugs and my sister gambled, and it's the same battle. Yep. So all of it is hard. But the thing is, when you decide you want to stop, you can. You can. With the right resources and tools. Like, I know I could stop gambling. It's that I don't desire to stop it. I still like it. I don't think you can find one man that doesn't cheat, Peach. I think you can. I don't think my stepdad cheats on my mom. If he does, he's really, really good at it. I've never witnessed it. You stopped gambling 3 months ago. Congratulations. Pat yourself on the motherfucking back. I know when I stopped gambling for, I think it was 92 days, it was so challenging. The day 36 was very challenging. I was like, ooh, wanting to go back. Then it got easier. I know how to stop now. Like, I could stop for weeks at a time and things like that. But sometimes it's kind of like people who binge eat with anorexia and stuff like that. Like, they can control it for a little bit, but because you've been denying yourself, when you finally go back, you binge. Same kind of thing. Thank you. I always own my shit, though. That's one thing about me. Like, people be like, oh, she lacks accountability. She's a compulsive liar. I'm not a liar. Only in the casino. That's the only time I lie. In the casino, I am a compulsive liar. I'm only going to gamble $100. Next thing you know, bitch, you gamble $10,000. Right? But I'm a very honest person outside of that. And then as far as, like, holding myself accountable and being fully self-aware, I am always that. I always know what's going on with me. I know why I'm doing it. I can't sit up here and ever be like, I don't know. I know exactly why. I pride myself on getting to the why. But yeah. My girlfriend wants me to take her to Hard Rock. Not much to gamble, just hope to see you. She loves you. Okay. I know I'll be in a casino in January. I don't know if I might go back this month. I don't know. I'm on the fence. Like, I done lost so much money this month. I feel like I'm getting addicted to sports betting, them damn parlays, shaking my head. That's why I won't do it. So, like, I still try to control myself a little bit. My husband was telling me yesterday that sports bets hit. First of all, I was talking to this lady from offline. She was like, Peach. I was at Craps, and I was about to go to ATM. And she had called me over there. So I went over there. And when I went over there, she was telling me, she was like, did you win today? I said, no, I'm losing. And she was like, I think all of us losing because everybody been hitting on them sports betting. Now they beating us on slot machines. And I'm like, what? And then when I talked to Wood, he was like, his friend won $4,000. It was like $4,100 off of $40 or $20, something like that. It wasn't a lot of money. And I'm like, hold on, you could win like that on sports betting? And he was like, yeah, everybody won yesterday. Somebody else won this. Somebody telling me about everybody winning on sports betting. But the reason why I won't do it is because I feel like it's as dangerous as online gambling. With sports betting, you could do that shit from your phone. With me, I know I would lose control. If I get this shit on my phone, baby, I'm finna go crazy. So for me, I said, I can't do it. I draw the line. No sports betting, no online gambling. Yesterday, they made me feel like, oh my God, like you maybe should try it. And y'all know the casino, your first 100 that you lose, they'll give it back to you as a free bet. So it's like, you should try it. But the fact that I would be able to do it from anywhere, I say no. I like the fact that even though I want to gamble sometimes, I can't go because I'm with my kids. And I love my kids. My kids are bigger than my addiction as far as like leaving them home. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to leave all my kids home. I'm not going to leave all my kids in the car. I'm not going to do it. So, but me, not ready yet. But if you feel like you're getting out of control, you know yourself. Feel like, okay, this is taking more out of me. I think one of the craziest things about gambling that we experience is when we're thinking about it all the time. Like, you can't even enjoy being with your kids. You could have a pocket full of money, all your bills paid, but you still don't want to be with them. You ready to go get that, I want to go play, I want to go play, I want to go play. You in the bathroom betting and shit. That part scared me. I'm like, I don't want to do that yet. I don't want to. And you can add funds via Apple Pay. That's why I said I have to chill for a couple weeks. Yeah, so I really only stop is when I don't have money. It be like that sometimes. Then you like the most fucked up version of yourself. So yeah, I gamble when I'm stressed, Peach, but I stress even more when I lose. How do you take a break from gambling? I think about your priorities. For me, it's like, okay, I'm being honest with myself. I done lost X amount of dollars. You don't got to tell nobody, get you a journal. I done lost X amount of dollars. I didn't pay this bill, I neglected this, I neglected that. These are the people I neglected. These are the commitments I broke, right? So you write all that stuff down and then you ask yourself, is this more important? And then you start to prioritize what's the most important and put it back in side. Remember, the only way to eat an elephant, one bite at a time. So once I write down all the money I lost, all the bills I neglected, all the family members I neglected, the commitments I didn't keep because of my choice to gamble, I then start to fix it in priority. Okay, which one is the most time sensitive? How can I make this back without gambling? Who do I need to be honest with about my problem? One thing that saves me, and I was just talking about this earlier on TikTok, is not being ashamed. So just like, instead of you being ashamed, you're gonna make it worse. You're gonna be borrowing money from all kinds of people, neglecting this, neglecting that, versus if you could just come and be honest and be like, okay, listen, this is what I did. The reaction that you think you're gonna get is probably not as worse as you think. Be honest about it and don't be ashamed. Then they can help you. And then if you decide you wanna go back gambling, just give yourself grace, you know? Don't say like, I could never gamble again. If you know, like, I still desire to gamble, it's okay. Take it one day at a time. If you want to go in there and gamble, it's okay. Just look at your paper, though, at all the commitments you broke, all the money you lost, all the bills you neglected. That's how I'm able to take a break. I just sit there and, like, prioritize it. So good to see you smiling. Thank you. I lived in a state where casinos were allowed. I'd be done for. I love poker too, Peach. Black girls play poker. Yeah, it's not wood sign that makes them cheat in drinking. It's trauma. We don't give a fuck about that, Miss Coleman. Like, that's for Wood to deal with. Right now, we dealing with me. Right now, we talking about me. I'm supposed to be up here trying to sell the stuff on my website. I keep doing this. I keep getting distracted, but it's okay for me to get distracted on here. Like, I'm supposed to be, like, looking at my site, like, okay, I made this. Okay, I got this sale. Okay, we doing good. I got to fix my mistakes. But instead, I keep chit-chatting, which I love to talk. Me and this gift of gab. Lessons we learned from the crack era. It's the Christian pastor. It took me a lot to ban myself. I gave up free rooms, all comps, and everything. Congratulations, Spirit. Pat yourself on the motherfucking bed. I'm 41, done it. I went to casinos though. Yeah, so it's like, it is what it is. Just don't be ashamed of anything. I don't care, guys. I don't care how many mistakes you make, how bad you mess your life up. This all it takes to solve it. A pen and a piece of paper. You write down you a plan and you own it. Don't be ashamed of it. Anything that we're ashamed of, we give power to it. It's no difference. Like when I look at the P. Diddy situation, for example, don't nobody give a fuck if P. Diddy is blacking boys, like men, grown adult people. Nobody cares. Like, this is 2025. Women will know that you bisexual and still deal with you. They've been doing that in New Orleans for years. Nobody cares. It's when they have that shame over their lives that it makes them do even creepier shit because they're trying to hide it versus just being an adult and just owning it. Never be ashamed of anything you do. Then nobody holds anything over your head. Then you don't have to turn to children, in my opinion. I feel like that's how people get to those states. And yes, I know people could just like children and be weirdo pedos, but I think it really comes from them trying to hide who they really are. Don't be ashamed of nobody. Don't be ashamed. I'm sorry, for nobody. Don't be ashamed of nothing you're going through. Own it. Live true to it. Live true to yourself. And you'll find that the world is more accepting than you may think. Emotions make you cry sometimes. They do. Yeah. Yeah. What do you mean? I'm good, thank you. I use a pen and paper, but my life is still stuck because then you're not working your plan. You got to do the 3Ds, right? One of the most important things is for you to decide what you want. Once you decide what you want and you write down your plan, you literally work your plan and you commit to it. No matter what happens, this is my plan. No matter what adversity I face, this is my plan. I'm going to stick to this. Sometimes why you still feel stuck is that you done got the pen and paper, you done wrote down the plan, you decided like this is what I'm gonna do, but you thought as soon as you wrote the spell, right, because writing is spelling, it's not voodoo, but some people get creeped out about it, but when you done wrote the spell and the hardships come, life go to life and you quit. You got to commit to this thing. You got to know what my daddy said, life filled with adversity, but you got to keep G-O-I-N-G. So these problems are going to occur. Expect them to happen. And when they happen, be solution based. I tell y'all all the time, one thing that helped me is me going to, me reading books more and realizing that life ain't nothing but problems. And all problems do is come in life, because that's all life is. But your job as a living, breathing human is to be a problem solver. Once you learn to be solution based, so not only do I expect problems, when the problems come, I'm not running from them. I'm going to be solution based and write down how I can solve that particular problem at least 3 different ways. And then I'm going to commit to solving it, not stopping, never quit until I solve it. Boom, I'm done. And once I get out of that problem, sometimes another problem gonna slap me in the face as soon as I'm done. Sometimes I'm gonna be in a problem and another problem gonna come. Sometimes, if I'm lucky, I get to breathe and be like, ah. And another problem don't show up for a couple months. But to not expect problems is insane. So do yourself a service instead of a disservice and expect the problems. That's what I was talking about earlier, right? So a lot of people put in their mind, it's like we was talking about death earlier. I made a video, I'm gonna post it. But how I feel about when people die is, because somebody on my live stream, they had lost their uncle. And they was like, they wish their life was boring, they just lost their uncle. And I'm like, death is inevitable, right? So me knowing that death is inevitable, I expect people to die. As long as I'm not dead, I gotta keep going. And if they didn't leave me any money to mourn them, what the fuck am I sitting up here hooping and hollering for? Now, when I tell people stuff like this, they think that I'm just evil, I'm an asshole, how dare she say something so mean? But in my opinion, it's the truth. I didn't lie. Death is inevitable. Bills come even when we die. Shit, if you don't die on the right day, Social Security want that check back out of that account, and you better give it back, or we gonna do something about it. You ever had a family member, an elder, die? I forget the days, I don't want to quote the days wrong, but they die before a certain day of the month. I think it's before the 15th of the month. That check for next month, you better send us our money back, bitch. But if they die after the 15th, starting on the 16th of the month, don't quote me, y'all got to look it up. Then you could keep the money. But baby, if they die before then, we want our Social Security check back. I hope y'all know that. So it's like, to sit up here and cry and pout about somebody doing the inevitable, something we knew was going to happen to all of us, we just don't know when or where, is insane, especially if they didn't leave us no money. Now, we can be emotional and cry about it, but not to the point where it's crippling us. It's no difference than the situation with my husband. A lot of people think the situation with my husband is fake and for views, per usual. Everything I do is for views. I'm going to make money off of it regardless. But that's not a fake skit. I don't do skits. If I wanted to do skits, I literally could do them and let you know that they're skits and still make money. But it's the truth. Now, some people don't believe it because why isn't she in bed crying? Why isn't she breaking stuff? If it was me, I would have been in bed crying. I would be hiding under a rock. I would da-da-da. It's not going to solve anything. We have to be solution-based. Okay, now what's the solution to this? You say you're going to leave them. Who's going to watch the kids while you work? You need a nanny? Oh, you need money. Oh, you got to keep going to work then. He's willing to watch them while you continue to go to work. Well, we got to let him watch them right now because we have to be solution-based. How can we fix this? A lot of you guys sit in problems instead of being solution-based. So for me, that's how I do it. Peach, you're right, but people don't like brutal honesty. They use sugar-coated lies. I agree. And then, the 48 laws of power, he teaches you that. He teaches you that you're supposed to let people think that they're doing a good job and all that because they hate honesty. But I'm law 19. Out of the 48 laws of power, if you look up law 19, that's me. Do not offend the wrong person. I'm going to always be the wrong person. I'm going to always stay true to who I am and express myself regardless of who gets mad at the truth. I don't care. I'm still going to do it. Even when I fuck up, I'm going to own it. And then you know what you get from that? You get respect. You get freedom because nobody is holding nothing above your head. It's no secrets. Thank you. And you didn't have to share that sensitive information, but you did. Thank you. You're helping someone. Thank you. It's my pleasure. I believe in, giving testimonies. But Peach don't want nobody disrupting you while you cooking those babies. I mean, that's life, though. To expect To expect that your pregnancy is going to be perfect, right? And no life problems will happen is insane. Expect things to happen to you. I hope y'all teach y'all kids that. Expect to be driving down the street. You just got your brand new car and somebody's gonna come boom and hit your car. And you just got this motherfucking car. If you don't expect things like that to happen, you're gonna feel like, oh my God, it's the end of the world. It's not meant for me to have a car. God just hates me. Baby, I hate to break it to you, but you're not that special. All of us getting our ass whooped, dragged by it, just making bad decisions. All of us. Nobody's walking this earth is perfect. All of us are making bad choices, and then life just bothering us for no reason because it's just fucking life. It's a lesson to be learned. Instead, if you think, okay, solution based, my car just got hit. It's not the end of the world. I got car insurance. Let me call the car insurance company. Let me see. Oh, I didn't get Gap insurance. God, Lee, I made a huge mistake. I didn't get Gap insurance. It's still not the end of the world. I'm going to hurry up and get me another car real fast before it get on my credit. Boom, I'm on the road with another car. I still got to worry about this other car payment, but fuck that. You know, if you're solution based, you'll move faster versus if you are more so, woe is me, God just picking on me, oh, like, just, it's not. You're not that special. Once I learned this, my life got easier. Now, I still make bad choices, and I be knowing they bad. I still make bad choices. I still do things that I'm not supposed to do. And sometimes life just knocked the shit out of me and blindsided me with things that I didn't expect was going to happen. From things with my children to my husband to with myself, right? Things just happen. It's just life. However, once I learned to be solution-based and expect it, totally different kind of thing. Totally different. I want you guys to teach your children this. We must teach our children how to effectively process their emotions appropriately. I agree. And just teach them that they're not special. And I hate to say it that way because we all want to tell our children, you're special. You're so special. You're hand chosen by God. But I want you to know when these adversities come, you're not special. It's not God picking on you because you're so special. It's God picking on everybody, and today is your day. All right? Now, what I want you to do, because today is your day, I want you to be solution-based. How can we fix this? At least 3, 1, 2, 3 different ways. How can I fix it? And I don't want you to just think to yourself. I want you to actually write it down. Come up with 3 different ways to fix it. Now, after that, I want you to commit. I want you to be determined and expect more problems to come, because that's all life is. As you're trying to fix it, expect some other shit to happen. And when it happens, we still not going to lose focus. That's it. Problems going to come. Just don't let them add up. Handle one by one. Prioritize your problems. I believe in that. It goes back to what we just said earlier. The only way to eat an elephant, one bite at a time. Wait, you and your husband split again? No, my husband and I are still together. I understand your perspective. However, it's not always about money. The money is what breaks up a lot of black families in particular. So I hate to break it to you guys. In Zig Ziglar's voice, if you listen to a lot of motivational speakers, then you know this. People love to say money isn't important, but money is right up there with oxygen. The only people who can afford to live without money are people who are already low income and they live in low income housing. The government is paying for their food. The government is paying for their health care. Or people who are super rich. Somebody's giving them everything they got. They maybe come from a trust fund, you know, things of that nature. Those are the only two categories of people who think that money isn't important. Outside of that, we all know that money is vital. Without money, there's nothing you can do. Even in death, we still have bills. So to not think that it's important is crazy. Even when y'all say money is the root of all evil, no, the love of money is the root of all evil, but money is an asset if used correctly. You can fuck it up too and make your life even harder, but money is an asset if used correctly. What is your marriage deal breaker? What would be your final straw? I don't know. I wouldn't know until that happens. You can come up with a whole list, right, of this is what I'm not going to accept and write all this stuff down, and then it happens, and oh my goodness, you still stay. What you thought was a deal breaker isn't a deal breaker. You won't know until the deal is broken. So when you say that, go ask somebody who has been married and they got divorced. They're no longer together. They're not intimate with each other. They are done. You go ask them, hey, what was that deal breaker for you? Because their deal is broken. They didn't reconcile versus somebody who's still in a marriage that has broken things and they're still there. I'm not the person to answer that question. Obviously, at the moment, I don't have one. I'm still in it. I hope that answers your question. Thank you. Notice I said understanding your perspective, but we as black families have gone astray for the dollar. We have to get back to spending quality time and listening to one another. So I'm going to say for you, I don't know how to say your name, like Joyelli. I don't know. I'm going to call you Joy. Hope you don't mind. But for you, Miss Joy, that conversation that you want to have is not the one to have with me. I don't deal with my family outside of my husband and my kids. I don't care about nobody. Nobody. I don't care about my mama. I don't care about my daddy. I don't care about none of my siblings, cousins, none of them. So for me, that kind of conversation wouldn't work. I don't believe that we need to get back to family and spending time with each other. I spend time with my children every day. I talk to my children and my husband every day. The whole other part, trying to associate money with family and prioritizing money over family, for me, outside of my husband and kids, no, it wouldn't work. Even in my home, money is important, and everybody in my home knows it. We can't do nothing without it. I just told you guys that. What the fuck can we do without money? We can't pay our bills. We can't go on no vacations. We can't buy no foods. The only motherfuckers that think that money isn't important are people who got somebody else funding their life. For them, money is an important quality time. I promise you this, and me and Wood have already experienced this. We had a conversation about this recently. Y'all gotta remember, I had $1 million business in 2015. When I had my first $1 million business, my husband used to say shit like that, like, oh, you don't spend time with me and the kids. You always on your phone. When people talk to you, you ignoring them because you responding to emails. Y'all like you so busy, da 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 da. So you know what happened? When I stopped spending that time with them, when I stopped being on my phone and I started spending more time with them, guess what? We ain't had no money. Now it's like, damn, well, we can't get no new car. We don't never go nowhere. Even right now, you know, my kids want to go this weekend. They want to go to Disney World. We already have our Disney passes that cost money to eat food and experience things that still take money. So to think that you don't need money even to spend quality time doing the things that we want to do is crazy. It's crazy. You still need money. My kids understand that. Also, one thing that gave me grace for any of you guys that are out here working super duper hard to provide for your family and you feel like, dang, I'm not giving them so much quality time because I'm chasing the bag, I'm getting the money. It's not about the quantity of the time, it is the quality of the time. It's motherfuckers that sit at home with their kids all day. They kid in one room watching TV, they over here watching TV. They kid ain't got no quality time with them, no connection. They don't know about their kid day. Just because people be with them don't mean that they're spending quality time. Versus those who spend actual quality time and they asking probing questions and talking about emotions and hobbies and dreams and teaching life lessons. Also, responsible people that are self-sufficient teach their kids this. Their kids are going to have to grow up in the world and eventually go earn a living for their family as well. So if your kid learn early in life, hey, as a grown adult, we go out and we work to provide for our families. Once we work and get the money, we can spend time going to here and doing this. That little ice cream you wanted at school today, that costs money. That Kona Icy, that was money. I had to work to go get that money. You know how long I had to work to get this money? That vacation you want, that costs money. Those shoes that you want, that costs money. So for me, I feel like it's kind of silly to say that. We need to stop making it about money and make it more family. It's still about family, but the family has to understand that we still have to go get the money to provide for them unless somebody else funds our lifestyle. At the current moment, nobody funds my lifestyle. I know you guys would love to say, we fund your lifestyle. I work every day. I post these videos. Without me posting them, bitch, we would get no money. I work every day. I fund my lifestyle. Without my videos being engaging, entertaining, elevating, educational, you guys wouldn't watch these motherfuckers. I work every day. So it's like once you start to think that way, I think it'll work. But I understand these schools, they getting parents with the Kona Ice Stand. They really do. My kids' school do it twice a month. Thank you. All right, any questions or feedback about what we're talking about? Thank you. Well, I forgive Wood, but not your family. So for the umpteenth time, and y'all are black women, I'm so sick of y'all acting like y'all can't understand this. Your relationship with a sexual partner, an intimate partner, is completely different from your relationship with your family. Two different things. One is a whole type of different connection. I shouldn't even have to explain that. That should be common sense. So that's number one. Number two, your family, you knew them first. To be like, oh, how you forgive Wood, but not your family? I've forgiven my family numerous times, and the behaviors persisted until I decided, you know what, enough is enough. I'm gone. I'm done with this. If later on down the line I choose to be done with my husband or say that is my choice, but I'll do it in my own timing. To say, oh, if your husband is putting you through this type of toxicity to go back to your toxic, you should go back to your toxic family and put up with them too, is insane. It's insane. Why can't I just be good? I done got rid of this toxic environment. Now I have to work on this one. Whether I stay or go, I have to work on this one. They're two different relationships. I'm going to try to say it a different way, as I stated earlier on TikTok. Some of y'all done forgave niggas, men, and haven't forgiven your homegirls, your girlfriends. You mad at your girlfriend about something, but that man cheated on you. She was the shoulder you cried on, but you mad at her about something and you not forgiving her. So none of you guys are immune to what I'm going through. And for you guys to not understand the correlation between the two, how they differ, is crazy to me. I'm not saying you should go back to your family. I was asking why not leave both, because I'm not ready to. I'll do it in my time, man. I'm not ready to. I was ready to leave my family, and I did it. Prior to that, I wasn't ready at certain points. For those of you who've been watching me for years, this is not me and my mama first rodeo. When I got on YouTube, I wasn't talking to my mama. My mama wasn't allowed in my house. So for those of you to act like we ain't been here before, me and my mama went through that for a long time, this cycle. Until I said, okay, enough is enough. I'm done. When it comes to my husband, I've been going through this for a long time. I've known him for 19 years. I've known my family for 35 years. When I feel like enough is enough, I'm done, it'll happen. If I feel like I got more energy for the rest of my life, then it won't happen. When it comes, it'll come. But to just be like, oh, you should just leave both. It didn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Thank you. Thank you. That's not why my luck is bad. So I'm going to give you guys this advice. Do with it as you will, but I don't believe in karma. So all that's why your luck's so bad. Wood is her karma and shit like that. Shit don't scare me. That's not what it is. It's just people being who they are, people. When my husband go do things, I can't control him. I can't control what he do. I only can control what I choose to accept, right? If my husband go off and he's a cheater or emotionally abusive, financially abusive, anything of that nature, that's on him. I'm just going to stay like this until I decide I want to change, you know? Them questions people ask are because what would they do? What they would do in some questions from people who haven't been watching since day one. So do you believe in the Bible? I do. But I pick and choose just like everybody else what parts that I'm going to listen to. So no difference than any of you, right? You believe in the Bible, but you're not living completely holy. You do what the fuck you want to do. That's the same thing I do. And I teach that to my kids too. You wake up and you live your life the way you motherfucking want to live it. Fuck everybody else. Because at the end of the day, when the camera's not on y'all don't even got them on. When the lights go out, you done did whatever the fuck you wanted to do for that day. Unless you're a people pleaser, then you hate yourself at the end of it. Damn, why I did that? I feel used and abused. I don't feel used when I go to sleep. I don't feel abused when I go to sleep. None of that. Thank you. I understand you, Peach. People say things because they haven't experienced trauma from family. I have, and we have some toxic families that won't see the wrong and take accountability as they should. I mean, I feel like it goes back to those things, right? Where we admit, we apologize, and then we make a plan to change, and then we change. It goes back to those 4 things that I say. They kind of help you in the long run. But if you feel like your family, I just want to encourage you. If you feel like your family, it's enough is enough, you tired of it, leave. If you feel like that man is done, you tired of it, leave. If you feel like you ain't ready to stay, you only get one mama, one daddy, then stay. That's your ass. If you feel like this man all I got, I don't want to leave, I'm going to make it work, he's changed, then stay. At the end of the day, you want to do what you want to do with your life. Because I don't got to live that motherfucker. I got to live this one. And same with you. Thank you. Appreciate you. All right, shop my website, peachmcintyre.com. I'm going to get my phone in a second. Yep, I be cussing when I talk about God. Yep. Thank you, Miss Nina Beverly. Shout out to Nina Beverly. She been following me before I even had 1,000 peaches in a peach patch. I haven't noticed you in the comments in a long time because I don't be looking. But I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Miss Nina. Your daughter will marry the dad that raised her, and your sons will become the daddy that raised them. So as moms, we have to protect. I had to go through a lot of counseling to my mother's mistake. I don't give a fuck about that. We'll deal with that when we get there. That's like saying that my husband, not my mom and my daddy. I done told you bitches that. My husband, the version of him that he was both of my parents. Y'all, oh, you can't blame your parents. Same thing. Thank you. I had to do the same thing with my mom. I had enough and I stopped talking to her in September. And yesterday she tried to message me and I cried and I just can't do her anymore. I had enough. Yeah. I just feel like in Black culture, we don't talk about narcissistic mothers enough. And I feel like in Black culture, and I'm saying Black because I'm Black, most of my experiences have been with Black, not excluding the fact that white women go through the same, but I'm talking to Black women because that's my experience. I feel like we've been taught that you only get one mama, one daddy. We're taught to hold them to a high standard no matter how trifling they are to us. And for me, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I believe in holding the Black mom accountable. Even with me, when my kids grow up and they want to hold me accountable, I'm okay with that. I know, like, I'm fucking up. I know I'm choosing the wrong things. Like, I know this. I know how it's affecting them. And sometimes I just simply don't give a fuck. So if my kids was to grow up, any of them, angry that my life decisions affected them in a negative way and they don't want to talk to me, I'm okay with that. But then once again, I don't talk to my parents. So my level of understanding is going to be completely different from those of my children. That's fine. Y'all is so hooked on that. Why would you forgive him and not your family? Why would you forgive him and not your... Because I can. I just told y'all that. Just because you don't like the answer, don't change it. As fans, we're tired of seeing you going through. You don't have to be that transparent when it comes to your marriage. But it's my choice, right? So as a fan, on my motherfucking page, if you don't like it, you could get the step in. It's easier to change the channel. You have full control here. It's easy to say, you know what? Peach McINTYRE currently is not going through a season of growth. This bitch ain't got nothing. She's still going through it with her cheating husband. She's still going through her gambling addiction. This bitch ain't got no growth. I have outgrown her. I'm finna change the channel. That's absolutely okay. It is easier to change the channel than the person. Let me say that again. It is easier to change the channel than the person. Change the motherfucking channel. Instead of you saying, what you tired of seeing, ho, get the remote, literally your hand and swipe the fuck up like this, and you'll be on a whole different channel. Thank you. You have lost so many followers with the attitude. I have, but I got them all back. I even got you here from your fake page. All right. Thank you. You seem to be a good mom and wife, though, so I don't believe your precious kiddos will hold you accountable for too much. Thank you, but we never know. I already know my kid that's going to be like me. It's McINTYRE. I already know. We got the same birthday. Not to say that it's the Aries thing, but we got the same birthday, and he holds me accountable now. He'll tell me, like, you're a horrible mom. Hold on, elaborate. You did X, Y, and Z. He'll say, you're being a liar. You said da 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 da, and you did da 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 da. It's like, okay. You know, and I don't get upset, and I don't, oh, you can't call me that. No, I listen to him, and I'm like, oh, he's absolutely right in this subject. Or no, that's not accurate. This is how it is, you know, and I explain. Thank you. Well, thank you for the help and service I received from you. Forever grateful. Tough times don't last. Tough people do. Thank you. Good ones don't either, guys. Good people do. That's what people do. Good times don't last. Good people do. Bitch, you gonna go through some stuff in life. You gonna go through some stuff in life. Thank you. I didn't know you were an Aries, so am I. We definitely don't give a fuck what people think of us. People can't handle the truth. I agree. You have to let your kids express themselves. I agree. But y'all already know, like, McINTYRE is my more, like, very similar to me, child. Him and Gorgeous. Gregory McKay is my more loving, forgiving child. Like, you know, he's so considerate and loving and thoughtful, you know, versus McINTYRE, he's sharp. You can't trick him, none of that. He's very, he like, that's my billionaire kid. McINTYRE gonna be a billionaire. Out of all my kids, he gonna be the richest one. I remember one time McINTYRE was like, when he grow up, he's not gonna talk to Choice. And this was years ago, even before I stopped talking to my family. And I was like, what, that's your brother? You gotta talk to your brother. He was like, no. I don't like the way that he treats me. I don't like the fact that you said because he got autism, he should know better, da, da, da. And it was like, he's absolutely correct. And I had to tell him that. You know what, McINTYRE? You're absolutely correct. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Hey, I love your channel. I'm a first-time mom. Any tips for breastfeeding? It doesn't hurt. I would say feed on demand if you can. If you know, like, you got to go back to work and stuff, then start offering a bottle with breast milk immediately. Don't wait until later. Thank you. I appreciate it. Shop my website, though, peachmcintyre.com. For those of you who aren't already aware, I am having a $7 sale. It is called my Peach McINTYRE's December bundle. You're going to learn how to edit from your smartphone, do YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. You'll have until January 11th to watch that video. It's 1 hour and 51 minutes long, over and over as much as you like. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Y'all so funny. And these comments, they don't bother me. I purchased a $7 bundle. How do I get back into it? Go to your email address and click on the link, and you should be able to log back in as long as you're registered on Zoom. Yes, I've been to counseling. What time tonight? This is a pre-recorded class. I'm not teaching live for the rest of the month. It's pre-recorded. I put everyone first and I get hurt. That's your dumb ass, Miss Daphne. Listen, and I used to be the same way, and sometimes I still struggle with this. But if you putting everyone first and you putting yourself last, they're gonna put you last too. You're teaching them how to treat you based on how you treat you. So if you feel like what you want don't matter, you don't matter, you're not important, you can come last, then everybody's gonna treat you that same way. And I'm saying this as somebody that has been there, and I know y'all might be like, that's your dumb ass Peach. That's just how I like to talk. This is how I talk normally. But that's you. If you want to change it, what you start doing is you put you first. You go buy the shit you want. You go get that meal you want, that jacket you want, that purse you want. You start to take care of yourself first. And then after that, then you can pour into other people. As they always say, black people like to be like, you can't pour from an empty cup. Same. How the fuck you mad because everybody got everything they want and you chose to not get what you want? Go get what you want. Go do for yourself what you want. Especially if you got the money, bitch, you got the money up here crying, talking about how somebody treating you. And don't let nobody trick you. You be talking about, ooh, I want such and such. They be like, oh, you don't need that. That's a waste of money. Or that's not your style. Then the motherfuckers go get it. Don't let nobody trick you. If that's what the fuck you want, go get what the fuck you want. Fuck them. That's your money. I have many Aries in my family, and they're all difficult to deal with. I'm sorry to hear that. I don't feel like I'm difficult. I feel like I am assertive. I'm honest. I think I like all of my characteristics. Everybody I like are Aries. I love that. Thank you. No, I should not. You should reach out to your mom, your sister, and brother. It's the holidays and you're having twins. No, I should not. My family, unless God comes down from heaven and touches my heart and he go ahead and he snatched that motherfucker off and give me somebody else's. No, I'm not. And no, I should not. I don't give a fuck if it was Christmas. I wouldn't give a fuck if we was in our last damn days. I wouldn't give a fuck if the whole world was on fire. I wouldn't give a fuck if I needed a kidney or a blood transfusion. At the current moment, no, I should not, and no, I am not. Thank you. They jamming on their little Christmas channel. Thank you. Why do y'all comment for this lady to talk to her family? Because they be thinking they bothering me. And then some of them, they want to not talk to their family, and they don't got the balls to do it, so they want to send me back to slavery. And then others, kids don't talk to them. So they hoping that if I start back talking to their mama, their kid that hate their ass gonna start back talking to them. Shit like that. That's all. Thank you. I appreciate it. Slavery, yep. It don't bother me. That's, you know how many people say, oh, her husband cheated on her, now she finna call her mama. She gonna need her mama, bitch. No the fuck I'm not. Watch this. Watch this. Thank you. Thanks, Sweet Pea. You really grew on me. That talk made me stronger, and I'm going to save this video, never to put anyone before me again. Well, go buy yourself something you want today. It ain't even just about buying yourself stuff. It's about doing what you want to do, too. Like, if you know you want to go to the beach, one of my favorite quotes, I got a student, her name Tasha. One of my favorite quotes Tasha used to always say is, don't make somebody else's agenda my agenda. Meaning, like, if you know today, you got your whole day mapped out. Today, I'm going to get up at 5. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to take the kids to school. I'm going to go to the casino from 6:30 to 3:30. After that, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna cook dinner, blah, blah. This is what I'm doing today. You already done planned your day out. And then here comes somebody else with another agenda, whether it's one of your kids, it's your man, your cousin. They call you on the phone. They be like, you done dropped the kids off. You done did all that. Now it's your time. They call you and they like, hey, what you doing? You like, oh, nothing, about to go to the casino. And they be like, oh, well, I was wondering if you could take me to the grocery store. My car broke. That was not on your agenda. But because that's your cousin, I'm come. Yeah, that's fine. Give me 30 minutes. I'll be over there. And you take them to the grocery store. They don't buy you nothing. They got their food stamps. They balling. You don't ask for nothing. They don't buy you nothing, not even a soda. You take them home. They don't give you no gas money. You go inside, help them put up the groceries. And now you done realize your whole day is gone. You couldn't even enjoy. So one thing Tasha used to always say is her goal when we set goals, she'd be like, to not make somebody else's agenda my agenda. So it's not only about buying yourself stuff. It's about like, if these were my plans, then that's it. I remember even one time with me, I wanted to go do something else, and my husband didn't want to do that. He asked me to ride with him. And I rode with him, and I did everything he wanted to do that day, like going to this store, doing this, doing that. And then at the end of the day, when all the time was wasted and it was time to go back to the kids, I ain't gonna say wasted, when it was used on his agenda and it was time to go back to the kids, you know what happened? He went and did whatever he wanted to do, and I had to stay with the kids. Once I learned that, oh, this is what Tasha is talking about. Don't make somebody else's agenda your agenda. Had I stuck to my plans, I would not have felt used or cheated. Stick to your own plans. If you already know this is what I'm doing today, don't let no man come trick you out your plans. Don't let your cousins, they might start to say, oh, she's selfish, she a bitch. But your cousin that ain't give you no food stamps, wouldn't buy you a drink, ain't offer you no gas, and you was too scared to ask. Tell that hoe no next time. And that's one of the reasons a lot of people don't like me too, because I tell people no all the time. They be like, Peaches, can you do blah, blah? Of course not. Did she just say, of course not? Of course not. Peaches, can you help me? No. Oh, they be so mad. And then I learned how to do that with my children. It's a book I recommend. It's called Fuck No. And it teaches you how to tell people no, no matter who they are. If it's going to inconvenience you, if it's going to make your life hard, if you can't commit to it, now you looking like a liar. Just start telling people no, it's not going to kill you. Do you know how many people I do that exercise with? It be people in their 40s, 50s, 60s that can't say no. I could be like, hey, can I borrow $1,000 just as an exercise? And they'll be like, well, I need to check my bank account right quick. But I'm like, bitch, you don't know me. You supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be easy to tell me no. Bitch, can I borrow $1,000? Girl, no, fuck you and them bills. I don't know you, hoe. Like, that's supposed to be easy. You can't even tell a stranger no. Like, so I recommend like reading certain books that'll help you, certain self-help books. Y'all can go to therapy if y'all want to, but that'll help you learn like no. And the reason why we're saying no, it isn't because I'm a bad person. Saying no is not bad. Having boundaries is not bad. Thank you. I wouldn't tell him to take a shower to get something to eat and go read a book. I don't know what they're talking about. My husband's the breadwinner. Congratulations. Thank you. Any other questions? Shop my website. You guys better listen to her. I'm old enough to be her mom, and she's educating me. She's right. That's why I had to restart, not wanting to tell these people no, yeah. So I tell my kids no. Like, I had to learn that. And if you guys watched me last year when I had Phenomenal, I had to practice that with Gregory McINTYRE. Like, my kids were spreading me so thin, and it was so, like, hard for me. And if it wasn't for another NICU mom, I wouldn't have realized all the trauma from me giving childbirth through C-section and everything that was going on. But it was like the other NICU mom put it in perspective for me. She was like, Peaches, you got to realize you could have died during the C-section. They didn't know what was going to happen to the baby. They don't know the baby. If the baby, something happened to the baby, they wouldn't care so much. They care more about what happened to our mama. Now you never home, so now they're going to start to resent the baby and feel like they don't got no mama. So I felt like I was getting spreaded so thin. McKay all of a sudden want to learn how to drive, finally, even though I was trying to teach him already. He need glasses, he need this. It was just so much going on. They want to go to amusement parks. So much going on. And even with McINTYRE can't stand when I lie to him. And I had to realize I'm lying to him, right? Because sometimes our intent isn't to lie. When you tell your kids, oh, I'm gonna help you with homework tonight, or okay, I'm going to take you to the park, we're gonna go on a bike ride tomorrow, and then tomorrow comes and you stuck at work. Your kid don't understand you stuck at work. Your kid understand you told me tomorrow you was gonna help me with homework and take me on a bike ride, and you didn't. Bitch, you a liar. All you do is fucking lie. Instead of your kid thinking you're a liar, if you learn to just say no, if I learn to say no, and then because I'm kind and these are my children, I'm gonna explain why. But to grown motherfuckers, I owe you no explanation. No is a complete sentence. But to McINTYRE, I can now say, like, Mom, can you take me on a bike ride tomorrow? And I can say, no, McINTYRE, I don't want to commit to that because I have X, Y, and Z to do. And he'll be like, okay, I understand. Versus me just saying, yes, McINTYRE, and then I let him down, and now I'm a liar. You know, so we had to go through that process. And with McKay, instead of me feeling like guilty and trying to do it all and running myself crazy, I had to put in perspective, no, I'm not going to do X, Y, and Z. You could have been done X, Y, and Z. I can't do it because of here, the pressure you're making me feel. And I actually explain it, you know. I give kids, my kids, grace, and I explain to them. But grown motherfuckers, I don't got to explain to you guys. No, no is a complete sentence. No. All right? I got to learn that, too. I'm stressed and paying all the bills at home with my kids 24/7, and I can't fulfill my dreams. Yeah, so you have to do that. And then, and kids are some of the most understanding people in this world. Like, if you explain to your children, and I read that in the books I read, about what's in it for them. So if you tell your kid, hey, listen, I just want to be honest with you. I've been feeling overwhelmed and I'm stressed. I got X, Y, and Z going on, right? I explain what I have going on to them. And then I explain, thank you for the super chat. I cannot say your name. Akiria Star. Did I say it correct? Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. If I explain it to them, right? So, like, I can't. So, guys, I'm feeling overwhelmed. Like, I'm about to have twins, and that's already stressful. Mommy has started back gambling, lost a lot of money gambling. And I need to work as well. I need to save money for a new car, a new home, and just to replenish my savings because I used it all. And I apologize. This is what I'm going to need from you guys. And I tell them what I'm going to need, and then I tell them what's in it for them. This is what's in it for you. If you guys could just let me do this, this is my goal. I can tell my children, this is my goal today. If I hit this goal, this is what's in it for you guys. And once you explain it to them in that capacity, they can understand, even if it comes down to a break, like, hey, listen, guys, instead of you cussing your kids out and getting mad and wanting to whoop them, you'd be like, listen, I am Yeah, I'm gonna leave this live up. I am very stressed out with work right now, and I just need a break. I just need to be able to go in my bathroom for 35 minutes and just soak in the tub and journal and cry and just deal with my emotions. If y'all could just not hit each other, watch TV together for 35 minutes, I would really appreciate it. That would help me so much. Then I can come out and be a happier mom. Like, that's what's in it for them. I'm gonna be a happier mom. We could bake some cookies and watch a movie. How about that? That sound like a good ass idea. Oh my God. They be like, okay, mom, I got it. Next thing you know, they all helping each other. You ain't even know they could help each other. You be like, oh my God. This one got this one in check. This one doing this. They done baked the cookies without you. They ready to go. Now you still gotta hold up to your other end of the bargain that I'm finna watch a movie and eat the cookies. You gotta put the phone down and watch that movie with you. But that's what you gotta do. Let your children know what's going on with them. Stop trying to protect them, aka hide all the real world stuff from them. That's like when somebody was like, oh, she having these kind of conversations with Gregory. She shouldn't have these kind of conversations with her kid. I have these kind of conversations with all my kids. It's the real world. Some of us never got to learn how to process emotions in a healthy way because our parents either always flipped the fuck out or they sent us to our grandma's house out the room. They never told us what was going on with them. Even some of us may look at it and be like, damn, my mama was always in her room. She hated me. She never spent time with us. She never hugged us, never watched TV with us. She would literally come home from work, go in her room, slam the door, like she don't want to be bothered. She hated us. Why did she even have kids? Instead of the mom being a grown up and telling the kids like, hey, I'm going to go in my room because I'm stressed out from work. I have to pay all these bills. I don't know how to do it. I'm angry with myself for making my life hard. I chose to have all these different children from all these different men. And I love y'all, but I'm a little bit frustrated with my life choices. I don't hate you guys. I love y'all so much. I don't regret it. I'm just trying to process my emotions. I'm finna go in my room and just have some me time. Your kids will then start to realize, like, oh, mom needs this. Oh, well, this is how I can help her. They might come back with suggestions, books, and things of that nature. I agree. I don't think it's good to tell issues so young. Not me. I feel like all children can know, but it would be explained in an age-appropriate way. Instead of trying to shield your children and then they thinking life is rainbows and butterflies and it's not, versus if you let your children know, that's how they're going to be smarter than other kids. When they grow up, they're going to be smarter than other adults from them already learning certain things. They're even going to be able to analyze people. Oh, this is why she's doing that. I try to make sure my children are very analytical, especially Gregory McKay. And I always talk about him with stuff like this because he's the oldest. So I try to make sure, like, do you understand what's going on? Even with certain characteristics in his dad and in me. Do you understand this? Did you watch blah, blah, blah? Observe this. Check this out. And so he's already ahead, light years ahead of other people. Children hold on things until they become adults. I don't agree with that. Exactly. I told my mother-in-law she's always bitter because she had 5 baby daddies. No one fault but hers. Yep, it's her fault for having multiple baby daddies and their faults too. It's their faults. Yes, transparency and language they can understand is helpful. Exactly. That's like how some children get abused, unfortunately, sexually. And it's because they didn't even know what it was. They didn't know it was a bad touch. Some of us had to get grown to understand, oh, what such and such did to me was actually wrong. I have somebody I know like that. We were talking, and they never knew. They thought everybody did this with their uncles. They thought this is what uncles do. It wasn't until they became a high schooler and started finding out, like, their friends don't do this with their uncles. It's not normal, right? Because people lack teaching these things to their children. You have to teach them that. Ain't no one's fault. She just didn't want to make the same mistake. That is somebody's fault. That wasn't I hope you know that wasn't my story. Somebody left that in the comments. My husband mama got 2 baby daddies, and she was married to his dad. That don't mean nothing. I hope y'all know, like, being married, statistically, it does help with certain things, but it ain't, you know, it ain't be all. Y'all be jealous that people got a title as wife and things of that nature. Y'all be so envious of that. And it's like, it ain't even all that. All right? I've been sad like that, and you talk to them. He bring me some tea. It was yucky, but I loved it. Yeah. I thought he loved me. I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. Y'all having all kinds of conversations in my comments right now. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Any questions for me, guys, before I go? I gotta wrap this up. I've been on here for a long time, over an hour and 24 minutes is how long I've been on here. Yep. I ain't gonna say that. When people be like, oh, you a married single mom, people try to use that with me all the time. I'm not a single mom. Even I felt that way, like, from people saying it, and like, yeah, I am. My auntie told me that, you a married single mom. Then I'm like, maybe she right. But it's like, no, I don't have the same, I'm trying to think of the correct term. I'll say pressures, as you guys. Like, if I get super frustrated, I could literally just walk out the house and leave my kids with their dad and know, like, oh, he's gonna handle this. Versus if I was truly a single mama, I couldn't do it. That's what I'll say. We're good. I'm having contractions today, but they're not so close together and they're not as bad. Thank you. Yeah, I do. How do you explain that to your youngest? So for phenomenal, this wouldn't be a kind of conversation. Phenomenal is one. So certain things wouldn't be a long conversation. If I needed a break, I could tell Nami, like, hey, I need a break. I'm going to put you in your room. Go play with your toys. Go play with your siblings. Stuff like that. But I don't have long, drawn-out conversations. The conversations I have with Gregory McKay are different from the conversations I would have with Choice. Choice has... I need to edit the video because you could kind of understand. Like, Choice has autism, but even when me and his daddy was going through it that one day, he was like, it's a 44-minute long video. I just haven't edited and uploaded it. He was like, you sad? And I was like, yes, I'm sad. He said, why you sad? And I was like, it's just life choice. It's just adult problems. He was like, daddy's sad. My daddy's sad too. Basically, like, I know my mom and my dad are going through it with each other. That's why they're sad, not just grown-up problems. So it's like, oh, I can explain a little bit more to him. So the way I would explain to my 17-year-old is different from my 12-year-old who has special needs. And then when it comes to McINTYRE and Gorgeous, they're a little bit more advanced than Choice, so the conversation would be different. So depending on each child, the conversation looks different, and they're longer or shorter depending on their ages. Y'all should know that. It's no difference in the way they learn. Thank you. I don't feel like it yet. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not doing a gender reveal. Do you think you following in your mom's footsteps in some aspects? Yes and no. I always tell people, to answer your question, yes, I am my mother and my father. I'm both of them. I see both of them in me in certain ways that I move. But I'm also my own person as well. So it's like your mom, your dad, and your life experiences and life choices all at once. So you're both. So yes, to answer your question. I'm not doing a registry. Thank you. How much do you charge to help me open my business? I'm not doing that at the current moment. According to the Bible, it says a wife is a good thing for a man to have, which is a great title then according to the Lord himself. Yeah, biblically speaking, but in life, I just want you to know, like, being a wife what I was trying to state was, don't let my title of wife or the title of another woman as a wife make you feel less about yourself. That's what I was saying. To sum it up, that was the intent of me saying that. It's not for me to say, like, being a wife isn't a good thing, but it don't diminish somebody else. That's what I'm trying to say. No. Thank you. You got to remember, one thing that helped me a lot with my marriage in general and relationships is that everybody is having their own experiences. You have, especially your intimate relationship, you have somebody that you don't know. You don't know their history, their childhood, their trauma. You don't know every little detail about them. And then you have you with all these little experiences and details and traumas together, and y'all trying to merge together and make one life. To think that this is going to be easy when we have different values, we come from different backgrounds, we have different life experiences, is dumb. It's insane. once I start to realize, like, he's his own person, I'm not making him do certain things. He's choosing to do this because he's his own person with his own trauma, his own belief systems, his own desires outside of what I got going on. It changes everything. Thank you. I don't feel that way no more. So let me read your question out loud or your comment. She said it makes me feel less of myself sometimes because I know I deserve it and it's just not being fulfilled. You talking about the title of wife? You should be ashamed to forgive Wood and not your mom. Well, I'm not. I hate to break it to you. I'm not. I'm not afraid to be like, oh, I'm still married and my husband did X, Y, and Z. Meanwhile, I don't talk to my mom or my sibling. I'm not ashamed of that. I don't know why you would think I would be ashamed of that. That's insane. Thank you. You have very low self-esteem. You wish. My self-esteem is very high. I have a high self-esteem, a high level of self-awareness as well. I don't live in a fantasy world, and that's what a lot of you guys don't like. So do you believe cheating is excused because of past trauma or beliefs? I don't feel like cheating is excused. I don't feel that way. I do feel like it plays a part. Like your past, the certain things you done went through plays a part in what decisions you make. I do believe that, but I don't feel like it's an excuse. People do what they want to do. He's just a grown adult doing what he want to do. It's no difference than me choosing to stay. Right? Some of my past, my upbringing and things of that nature plays a part, but at the end of the day, I'm just choosing what I want. Thank you. They not gonna stop, Monique, right? It'll be nice if they would stop trying to tell me what to do in regards to my family, but they not. And some of them do it to be spiteful, hoping that it'll trigger me, but it don't. It really don't bother me. My mind is made up in regards to that situation. So I don't allow my husband to cheat, right? So if I allowed my husband to cheat, it wouldn't be cheating. It would be an open marriage or a polygamous marriage, however you want to define it. So I don't stay and allow my husband to cheat. Cheating is being deceptive. Like, to this day, I don't know what his condom come from, who he used to. I don't have any of those kind of details, right? Because he's being a liar and deceitful. So I'm not staying allowing him to cheat. Even if you may want to define it that way. Yes, son, because if you know he cheated, even if he won't admit it, that means that you allowed it. Okay, if you want to define it that way. But how it would define it as an open relationship? Nope. I expect my husband to be faithful to me, to be an honest, faithful husband. Thank you. Thank you. Put a camera in his car next time. No. So, Frank, I don't believe in purposely hurting my own feelings. I believe ignorance is bliss. Like, I'm not finna go through all that. If you gotta go through all that, putting a phone in his car and voice recorder, somebody else put a voice recorder, a tracker, I might as well just leave him alone. What more evidence I need, you know? That's like when you ask God, you be like, God, please just give me a sign. If he cheating on me, then be like, look, there you go, the bitch in your car. You like, oh, no, God, why would you do me like that? It's like, girl, if you ain't ready to leave, let that be. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Thank you. Nope, I didn't check my husband's phone, none of that. Nope. Thank you. I don't know why everybody's so interested in this conversation. Exactly, you get what you're looking for. And that's how, and like I said, for me, that was like my confirmation that I know what I know is because I didn't look for it. I wasn't looking for a condom. Imagine you just going out on a Sunday to get groceries for your kids. You got your daughter with you. You just trying to make sure he gonna have an easy day while you go to work, and then you find something like that. Like, the fact that some people still say that was a skit is like crazy to me, but hey, people believe whatever they want to believe and then they make it like you crazy. It is what it is. I'm a professional nanny by choice for poor hood parents. I don't know what that means. I will hope that you're not a professional nanny by choice for poor hood parents. I don't understand how that works. You wouldn't be a nanny. Most professional poor hood parents can't afford a nanny, but maybe I'm looking too far into it. I would think you would work at a daycare center, not be a private nanny. Thank you. Thank you. It just happens, you know? What I'm most proud of me for is the fact that I didn't let that discourage me. Like, I didn't let that stop me. I didn't get my value from it. Because a lot of things I've learned already in life. Like, I don't get my value from my husband. My husband cheating does not diminish my value. It doesn't make me feel like lesser than a woman. It doesn't make me feel ugly. How people, look at how you look. Yeah, if my hair was like that, it don't matter how you look. I don't look good and things like this don't happen, you know? People are just being people. He's doing whatever he wants to do. Now, my choice is, what are you going to do about it? You going to stay? You going to go? You going to walk the fence? You going to be emotional every day? That's up to me. But no matter what, just keep going. Thank you. Thank you. Exactly, Mika, I agree. She said that's a reflection of him, not you. I agree. But I think a lot of women don't know that, especially when you're younger. You think that a man cheating on you is the end of the world and it means that you're ugly, you're not good enough, it's something wrong with you. Ain't nothing wrong with you, bitch. It's something wrong with him, especially for him to be deceitful and a liar. It's something wrong with him. There's nothing wrong with you. I mean, we all have areas where we can improve, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with you. For somebody to go be deceitful. Thank you. I did, and I used to be in the corner crying. Today, baby, no. That's how I used to be, sliding all on the floor. Can't believe it. I keep telling y'all, though, cheating don't hurt. The idea of my husband sleeping with another woman, that don't bother me. That don't make me want to go in the corner and cry and ball up in a fetal position. It's the deceitfulness. It's the lying. That's what makes me lose respect for you. It's lying. Like the fact that you're up here acting like everything is good, and I'm thinking we're good, we're straight, we're in a happy place, and we're not. I thought you were here and you're not. Like, you know, things like that. That's the part that hurt. And it's always because it happens when you least expect it. It's not that the relationship was rocky and we just been arguing every day and we going through this. No, typically it happens when the relationship is in a good space. We're working together, teamwork, you know, we're being intimate, things of that nature. And you thinking everything is all good and it's not. So now my trust is broken. I don't trust you. And if I don't trust you, I don't respect you. And if I don't respect you, we don't really got much of nothing, you know? That's how I personally feel. Love how honest you are about your life and don't pretend to live perfect life. Like, yeah, my life ain't perfect, but I do have perfect moments. So I hope y'all know, like, those moments where everything just seemed like so perfect, those are real moments. Just like real life, we have perfect moments at times. It's gonna be seasons in your life where all your bills paid on time, you got money saved, the kids all healthy, the relationship is perfect. Like, how Nicki Minaj said, I wish I could have this moment for life. You're going to be feeling like that. And then, boom, I don't know what life going to happen. It's going to knock you across your motherfucking head. That's why you got to learn to enjoy the good moments and not to wait for the bad. Like, expect bad things to happen. Expect life to bust you in your motherfucking head. Expect to be walking out of Walmart and life just run up from behind, grab you by the back of your hoodie and drag you by your motherfucking edges. Expect that to happen. But don't wait for it to happen. Like, when it's good, don't be like, oh, it's so good, I'm scared. I went through that phase where I was scared to say I was happy. Y'all know, for those of you who've been following me for years, y'all know I went through this phase where I didn't want to live. I wanted to jump in the ocean and I couldn't swim. And when I was going through that phase, my husband used to check on me every day. He worked at the car wash across the street from our townhome, and he'll come over there every day for lunch, and he'll be like, Peaches, are you happy? Peaches, why you not happy? We paid all the bills up. Peaches, why you not happy? Peaches, I done bought the kids Christmas toys. Like, when you gonna be happy? And on the day when I finally was like, I got something to tell you, and he was like, what? I was like, I'm happy. Like, for the first time, I'm happy. And he was like, oh my God, I'm so happy for you. I'm so proud of you. Give me a hug. We hug. I'm crying. And then we get a knock. Y'all come outside. Y'all house on fire. I'm like, ain't no way our house on fire. Closed the door, went back and sat down. Y'all house is on fire. Come outside. Come outside and I look, the whole house on fire, the whole road. It's like, after that moment, I was scared for about 2 years to say I was happy. Like, I could be happy, and I just be like, I'm not finna say that. If I say I'm happy, something bad gonna happen. So it kind of like robbed me out of my happy moments. I had to learn to not feel that way. Like, okay, when life is good, it's good. It's okay to say I'm happy. I can say it out loud. I can say I'm happy. I can enjoy. I can bask. And when the problems come, it's not God picking on me because I'm not that special, unfortunately. We all getting picked on. It's just life being life. Don't take it personal. Be solution based. I feel like I pretty much got the pieces to the puzzle. I really feel that way. Like if you could give me a life puzzle, I feel like I could solve it. I kind of got it with all these little different situations that done happened in my life, and you know, like I got a little bit from my daddy, a little bit from myself, a little bit from this book, a little bit from this life experience, this part from my husband, this little bit from my mama, like, and I could put it all together, and it's like, oh, I got the secret. That's how I feel. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's the next class, Peach. They've been working so hard to get my attention. You don't got it. Leave November alone, a free engagement. Peach don't give a fuck about that foolishness. I don't know what happened in November. What happened? Because my situation happened in December. They failed you and you failed your kids. I don't feel that way. Thank you. It is like that thank you next song. You learn from everyone. Yeah, I agree. You just get this and this and this, and you get the secret to life. And then once that happens, for me, I'll do a video about it. But I feel like that made it where everything just meshed perfectly. She's educated and make money, but look at her environment. What about it, Shay? Girl, I said don't become a victim. Don't ever come for me. Slim, I don't know who she talking to. Why y'all be having problems? Thank you. I wish you teach classes on building your self-esteem and how to get what you want. I've done stuff like that. That's what Wake Up with Peach was. I'm not ready to do Wake Up with Peach. I said if I ever do Wake Up with Peach again, it'll be in January. But I'm thinking more like March. I think I'll have myself back in order in March. Peach start travel vlogs outside the U.S. with or without the babies. So I'm not going to be ready to do that yet. I'm not leaving my kids. But I do plan on doing more traveling content. Thank you. Yes, so they said, you are so strong. Would you say maybe the things you went through with your mom helped you become stronger woman? No shade. I truly love it. So I feel like not only with my mom, things I've been through in general with life have helped me become stronger. However, just because it made me strong don't mean I appreciate it. I don't appreciate those things. I don't feel like, oh, it's okay, at least she made you strong. No, it's not okay. I don't want to use that as a cop-out to accept that. Thank you. Oh. We talked about that at the beginning. You'll be able to go back and look at that. I'm going to leave this live up. I'm not going to delete it. We definitely want to go there. We want to go to Tokyo next year for Gregory's birthday. So next November, because I want to go to Disneyland. I want to see Zootopia, the little Zootopia area. I can't wait to go do that. And then Gregory want to go to Tokyo anyways. That's one of his favorite countries. Thank you. Good for your grandmammy. Y'all so funny. Y'all are so funny. My advice is always the same in regards to that situation. Worked. Owned the business. That's what they keep telling me. Even at my kids' school, we had went for a ceremony, and they were saying how it was cheaper to go to Tokyo, to Disney, instead of going to Disney World in Orlando. It was like the flight, the hotel, the park tickets. They say everything was so much cheaper than staying here in America. Thank you. Y'all so funny. No, I am, but not back to back. Thank you. Y'all are so funny. You have to pay for one of my classes again. It's $7. I'm gonna go get my other phone in a second. What's with you and Disney? I love Disney. For those of you who don't want to go to Disney or don't love Disney, hey. But I'm a Disney adult. I love Disney. They say we got a lot of trauma. It's the most magical place on earth. I love Disney World. Thank you. Baby, let me stop addressing y'all. I'ma buy a class again. Okay, let me go get my stuff. Tokyo is not a country, Peach. Well, whatever. You know what I meant. That's his favorite place. Tokyo, Japan. Japan is the country. That's his favorite place he all like interested in. From their anime to how they drift cars. Like he likes that place. Whatever God give me. Thank you. I can't wait to go. But yeah, we gonna do that. You went there 6 times? Dang, that's a lot. That's good. But yeah, let me go get my phone. Hold on. I haven't been to Disneyland. I only been to Disney World. And to be honest, the food at Disney World ain't that great. We like the grilled cheese sandwiches at what y'all think? But that's about it. I've been was supposed to do this. I ain't even been checking my website. Oh, I think the internet working good again. Appreciate it. Let's see. 14-hour flight to Tokyo, get ready. The lady at the African braiding shop, she keep trying to get me to come to Africa. She said, you're gonna live like a queen. Over there, you're gonna live like a queen. You're gonna be so rich. I was looking at the girls on TikTok going to Africa, going to Ghana, getting they hair braided. I was like, oh, I need to do that. No, you so funny. Ah, pink. My internet like frozen on my phone. Thank you. It is challenging. It's very challenging. But I will say it's worth it. I don't know what's going on with this internet today. It's driving me nuts. Would you consider filming a reality show? Nope. I've been asked. Yep. I've been offered my own show and all that stuff. I have no interest in doing that. My website is like frozen. I'm trying to look at my sales. If people live so rich, why are they always coming here? Because their earning ability is more here. That's a great question. So over here, they live poor. They save all their money to take back home to Africa. They come here, they just go to work. They live in low-income housing and all that stuff. And then when they go back home in Africa, they rich. Because they done saved all their money from over here to take back over there. It's cheaper cost of living. Like the lady that I was talking to at the African braiding shop, she got her own school for girls. She's married, they're Muslim, so her husband is allowed to have more than one wife. But she's married and things of that nature. And home over there big, they got land and things of that nature. Versus in America, she's not rich. Over here, it's kind of like, okay, over here in America, if you make a family of my size, if I make $3,000 a month, I can't live with that unless I'm on government assistance. Versus there's other places in the world, $3,000 in a month, you literally could live in a big ass house, have a maid, have nannies. They have all that. She got a maid, she got a nanny, she got all that stuff. So what's happening with the twins? Did you say you were in labor? When I said I was in labor, I didn't say that. Shop my website, peachmcintyre.com, though. For those of you who want to purchase my bundle, it's $7. Yeah. I had to track where my sales coming from. Hold on. I think it's still Facebook, the highest. I'm going to show you my website so you guys can go buy my bundle. It's 4 o'clock. You said that without trust and without trust, there's no respect. How do you make that work day to day? Do you have peace in the house or genuine question? Yeah, me and my husband, we're pretty cordial. Like, we're not arguing and going back and forth. I think for me, it's more me being logical. Like, I know I have to work. I know that my husband's gonna watch our children. The children are gonna be safe, kind of thing. That's how I feel. But as far as trusting my husband, I don't trust him. And when I say trust him, I mean I don't trust him as a man. Like, him going out on Fridays now is gonna concern me. I don't feel like, oh, my husband is gone. He not cheating on me. It's like, on Fridays, I don't know what he doing. And I don't trust him and I don't respect him in regards to that kind of stuff. It's gonna take me time to get that back. I don't know how much time it's gonna take, but as a father, I know, like, my kids are safe with their dad. He gonna make sure they eat. He's not gonna do nothing abusive to them. Like, I know I don't have to worry about stuff like that. Thank you. You was in the bed with Wood asking, should you get up and do your thing of rest because you was in labor? I didn't say I was in labor. I said I was having contractions. Women have contractions. For those of you who've never had kids or it's been a while, women have contractions early. Your body getting ready. Those are called Braxton Hicks contractions. Thank you. Enjoy. All right. Let me show you my website. So my website is peachmcintyre.com. If you scroll all the way to the bottom, or to the middle, you'll see this, my December social media bundle. Go ahead and click on that. I don't know why my internet been so bad today. And then you can purchase this for $7. You can watch the video starting now all the way up until January 11th. As soon as you buy it, you'll have access to it. You will have to register to watch, enter the password, etc. But it's $7. peachmcintyre.com. All right. Just like my name. Thank you. And I just got to stay focused because that's something I want some checkers, though. I really probably am about to try the checkers. Thank you. Have you found out who these women are he's messing with? Nope. I don't know. He say that he's not cheating on me, but I don't know. Thank you. I appreciate it. Congrats. The trust will never be there. He shouldn't be doing that anyways on a Friday out of respect, but you can still co-parent. I don't believe that. I think after infidelity, trust comes back if you decide to stay, because we've been here before. So I've not trusted my husband before and eventually regained trust and respect for him. But at the current moment, I feel that way again. Like, I don't trust him and I don't respect him. I think he's a liar. Yep. I'm not giving nobody trust that just hurt me. That's that's stupid. It might be stupid to have given it back in the first place. So it's like, It's not, he's there, just trust him again. Hell no. I don't trust him right now. All right? Trust doesn't come back, tolerance does. I'm going to disagree. Thank you. Yep. My husband don't care about social media. He don't do this, You ain't gonna never hear his business from him. You ain't gonna never see him on the internet bashing me. On the day when my husband on the internet and bash me, I'm gonna be like, oh. I'm gonna be shocked. I'm gonna be sitting, I'm gonna get me some popcorn. I'm like, oh. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my goodness. I ain't gonna argue with y'all. So some of y'all have y'all opinions and y'all mind made up and you trying to have a conversation with me about how I feel and trying to make me change the way I feel, and it's not gonna work. I know based on my own life experiences, I do feel like trust can come back into a relationship if you desire to stay in a relationship. It can. But after somebody betrays you for a while, you're not gonna trust them, you're not gonna like them, for a while, and then eventually something will happen. Well, it'll change, or you might leave. Who knows? Thank you. You fall in and out of love, in my opinion. I agree with that. I think that's definitely true. One minute you like a person, next minute, shit, I think you fall in and out of like, too, not just love, like. I kind of feel like love make you tolerate way more versus like. Like, if you don't like somebody you really like, versus love, it's like, but I love them. They did this, but I love them. Love make you more tolerant, I think, than like. Thank you. Thank you. Girl, I don't care if he is texting you. I'm gonna tell you this. If a married man texting you, instead of you telling the wife, why not just block the married man? What telling me he gonna do? You telling me, oh, he's still cheating on you, he's just texting me. He definitely still cheating. What am I supposed to go do with this information, ma'am? I already said I'm not leaving, I'm not putting him out. What am I supposed to go do? What would you like for me to go do with the information? Help me out. I want to know. Help me out. What am I supposed to do with this? Thank you. I don't be live on here. That's why. Thank you. People are so funny. I appreciate it. I enjoyed sleeping with Wood last Wednesday weekend. It was more fun watching you stress out about to have too much on from your fake page. You gotta be sadder than me. You gotta be sadder than me to get on your fake page and write something so mean-spirited in hopes that it will break me down. It didn't work. You have to be sadder than me. It don't work like that. Girl, I don't want him. He a trick. That's all, just letting you know. But hey, your life, just be careful. Bye, Buki. Y'all so sad. They so sad, right? They not upsetting me. They not making me mad. You're not going to go viral for coming in my comments. Nobody believes you. If you want to, go viral, saying you sleep with my husband, you would literally make your own page and be like, I was the one in Wood truck. I'm sleeping with Wood. They done already did that kind of stuff. You would literally go do that on your own page. I feel like as a woman, if you mess with a married man and you know he's married, it's not a secret, like you should leave his wife alone at all times. Coming to tell her just because it don't work out, you ain't getting what you want, is kind of crazy. Now, for me, as a wife, if somebody was to come tell me that they messing with my husband, I wouldn't care. It wouldn't move me as a wife. Like, at the current stage of my life, I wouldn't be all, I'd be like, okay, hold on, you knew about me? What am I supposed to do? I think when women do that, I think they hope is that you're going to go break up with the man so the man can come be with them. Just craziness. Craziness. Leave them women alone. Some of you heifers, leave her alone. They just doing that because they want a reaction out of me. So, like, some women thought a situation like this would break me. But I keep telling you, I done been through so much, like, it don't bother me. That's exactly what they hope for. I know they do. Because most of the time, when women start messing with married men, they know that they're married. It's hardly ever where it's a shock, where I had no clue he was married. Especially me, like, my husband is married to me. Everybody knows this. It's not a secret. And if you choose to still sleep with him, don't come tell me later on. Like, versus me finding this, even if you put the condom wrapper there, like, versus me finding it, that's different. That's just God letting me know. The universe, whatever, letting me know. Even if he's a liar. But you as a woman, don't ever come to me woman to woman. I don't care. From you, I don't care. Thank you. These people on here are evil. Peaches, don't worry. God is going to get her. They don't mess with him for real. They just want a reaction out of me. Please leave him already. I hate how he keeps embarrassing you. Not ready yet. Thank you. Thank you. So funny. All right, I'm finna get off of here. I'm finna go live on Facebook. Shop my website, peachmcintyre.com. And let me go to work. Bye.